Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel on Mum's Life and my series Fat Fridays. So I have been absent for about 2 weeks and I apologize so immensely, guys. I am so sorry. Things have been crazy in my life. My husband's been working himself to death, which means I've just been super tired anyway, because it's just me dealing with the kids, and the kids haven't been sleeping, and they've been tantruming, and they've been miserable, and it's just an endless cycle of exhaustion. But, you know, we move past. My husband now has a new job, which is amazing. They love him, he loves them, and they are some of the sweetest, nicest, understanding guys we've ever met, and we are so thankful they've given him this opportunity, and they're putting so much faith in him. It makes a huge difference to your life when people give you a chance. Like, those little chances can make huge differences and change lives that people would never know to the extreme. So, thank you. Okay, the next part of today is I wanted to talk about falling off the wagon. So obviously, without having uploaded over the last 2 weeks, you guys probably don't really know what's been going on. So, besides exhaustion and stress, I've just not been with it. I've not been with it eating-wise, personally-wise, YouTube-wise, even being a mum-wise. It's been very hazy and very tired and very just, can we just chill out, kids? I'm exhausted. I don't want to do this right now. Like, can you hear them? They're crazy at the moment. Don't worry, they're in safe hands, having a good time, not getting in trouble. Thank God. But I wanted to talk about falling off the wagon, because clearly it happened. But I've been lucky enough that I could pull myself together. Once one thing changed and my mind cleared up a bit out of my mental fog, kind of went, what am I doing? I have worked so hard for months. I have broken really bad habits. I've built up walls and built my willpower and my strength and my confidence to let a bit of outer frustration get to me. Like, why? Why would I do this? Why would I jeopardize all this that has been making me happy for a little bit of stress caused by people outside of my control? I need to stop trying to control everything and just live life. So I've been back on the bandwagon for about a week now. When I weighed myself, I was at about 126.1. So according to that, I'd only lost about 500 grams in the last week. But then I got on the scales today and 124.1. I can't believe it. I weigh 124.1. That's 2.5 kilo loss since my last video from memory. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was 126.6 in my last video. But regardless, I lost weight. I've been drinking my water like crazy. I struggle with remembering to drink throughout the day. Doesn't matter if it's water, cordial, or soft drink. It's just straight over my head. So I've been feeling this. I carry it around and I force myself to drink it. And I think it makes a huge difference. I can't believe it's such a big issue for me to drink, but you know, I'm doing it, I'm forcing it, making a habit. So yeah, the most important thing about when it comes to falling off the bandwagon is realizing there's no shame in it. Every person who's tried to break a habit, change something in their life, become a better person, they will all have fallen off the wagon at some point, even though there is really no wagon. This is life. This is not a wagon. This is the way it is. And sometimes we will make choices that are not the best for us, but as long as they don't kill us, all is groovy. And every now and again, falling off the wagon is not going to kill you. If anything, I find it helps me drop the weight again pretty quick. But that is science that I don't understand, so I'm not going to comment on. All right. Do not let anyone put you down for your weight or your journey or how long it is taking you, how much you are losing. Do not compare yourselves. Do not hold yourselves to a standard of someone else. Your weight loss journey will be different to mine. Mine will be different to this guy's, that girl's, that couple's, whoever it is. It will always be different. And things will work for others. I know people who do low carb, high fat / keto who can't have too much dairy, where dairy for me isn't a problem. It's too much protein or too many carbs. Like too many carbs and I have issues. Carbs are my nightmare. It's very minimal amount for me, but I try and keep it down with what I eat. But guys, it's never too late. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It can be your next meal. Chuck some extra butter and cream in a coffee. For God's sakes, if you go, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I feel really shitty for eating that McDonald's double cheeseburger meal and having that large Coke, even though I got a Coke Zero, because that's what we're used to drinking. Then, you know, when you feel hungry again, instead of going for that carby food that will just make you hungry again, because, you know, if you're eating things that are full of carbs and sugar, it's just gonna make us hungry within the next couple of hours. Instead of reaching for another one of those products, go, we're gonna stop this horrible catch-22 of eating carbs. And we're gonna go to a bulletproof coffee, or we're gonna go to an Atkins chocolate bar. We're gonna go to the Twiggy sticks. We're gonna go to the cheese. We're gonna go to anything that will actually give us substance, energy, keep us full for longer, and just make us feel great. Because I don't know anyone who's been on this way of eating that just generally hasn't felt better. Even if they're not getting the results that they desired from this way of eating, which may mean they need to tweak it a little bit for themselves, they still generally feel better. They say a mental fog is gone. They say that they just feel less achy, less sore, less weighed down. So, you know, we'll be feeling these, and when you get back on the wagon, you'll be reminded why you decided to stick on this path of eating in the first place, why you felt so amazing, why we don't like carbs, why we don't like processed foods or sugars, because they make us feel terrible. And half the time we don't realize it till we re-change back to keto. So, you know, don't give yourself the hard time. Love yourselves. Allow yourselves to build that strong, confident person with a thick cement wall of willpower that eventually you're not going to be able to break back down. Just think of it. Every time you fall off the wagon, you're just going to build it up stronger and stronger every time until you can't fall off anymore. So, I'm so excited to see this Cheeto, guys. Oh, yum. Hi, everyone. Okay, so for tonight's dinner, I decided I'm going to make a low-carb, high-fat stew. So, I have my slow cooker out. I have my ingredients just here. Please ignore the mess on my bench. I'm cleaning, but I've got to get this on first. So, we'll do that. What I have is just some easy, slow-cooking beef stock. Now, this stuff is really low-carb. There's like under a gram. There's nothing in it. I've got the best one there. Most natural. A tin of tomatoes, garlic, salt and pepper, and some herbs. So we'll give this a go. Hopefully it turns out really yum. Okay, so I've got the beef in there with salt, pepper, some garlic salt, because we like that anyway, and some herbs. I'm now going to add in a tin of tomato and the stock, and I'm going to let this simmer on low for a couple of hours before I go adding in the vegetables. Now, for whatever reason, I forgot that, you know, when you put stock in the fridge, it turns to jelly. So at the moment, I have a beef, chopped tomato, and jelly stock concoction that will stew away for a few hours, get nice and thick. We'll have some cauliflower and broccoli and carrots and capsicums added to this, just to make it super filling and delightful for everyone, because you don't need to have just mainly meat in your stews. So this looks wicked. Okay guys, so I have just chopped up all my vegetables, my carrots, mushroom and capsicum. I'm gonna put them in, all but the mushroom. With the mushroom, I'm gonna wait for a little bit because I decided to slice it really thin, as I have a family of not big mushroom eaters. So, you know, it's pretty liquidy. I'm thinking I might have to thicken it with some cream and some sour cream at the end. Just a little bit of it and let it kind of simmer down on high for a while can make just a hell of a difference, and it gives it a real nice creamy stew texture. So I'm hoping this will work, but it smells amazing. So we'll put this stuff in. Okay, so this is what it looks like at the moment before I put the vegetables in. Very watery. The meat's starting to look very soft and tender. sweet. Smells amazing. Tastes amazing. Oh, yum. So this is what it looks like now, guys. I've just added the carrot and the capsicum. Some of the carrots are cut, as you can see, and some are whole. Just as I got down the carrot, it was really big. There's a ton of capsicum in there. So I'll put the lid back on. This will cook for another 2 hours. And then we'll be able to add in the mushroom, maybe the sour cream and onion pretty much at the same time. Allow it to simmer down. The mushroom I cut quite thin. So there's a couple of slices there. So, you know, quite thin. They won't take long to break down within the stew itself. So I'm really keen. I actually tried it on the spoon, like some of the sauce. And yeah, I love winter food. I love comfort food. And this is so easy. I barely need to do any work. It's one dish essentially at the end of the day. Besides the chopping board, I did wash that between cutting the veggies and the meat, obviously, because cross-contamination. So did all that. But this is so simple. And with everything that has gone on, this is the easiest way to get back on track. So, yeah. Alright, so this is now just kind of heating up the sour cream that I just put through it. I put about half a little, the smallest tub that I could buy. Surprisingly, it tastes a lot like stroganoff. Surprisingly, but tastes amazing nonetheless. Okay guys, so I just got a piece of the beef out of there. I'm not a big beef fan. I find it very heavy of a meat, but if I'm gonna have it, I want it slow cooked or in a medium rare steak. There is just something about soft, melt in your mouth, gelatinous fat off animal meat, along with the meat just falling apart over your tongue. That is so amazing. That sour cream takes that to the next level. It tastes more like a stroganoff stew, which I'm not mad at all. I love stroganoff. It tastes amazing. I'm gonna eat this tonight. And I'd say, watch me be fat, watch me get skinny. Well guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any more content, because there will be so much more coming out now for you guys and I am so excited for it. So until next Fat Friday, bye!